What's good, y'all? Welcome back to another class on Sunday. All right, so today we're not gonna do too much. It's a lot of shit going on in the world. I ain't gonna lie. When it comes to like the indices and shit, and just everything, period. Like all this shit in the last like week with like these tariffs that Trump putting on these other countries, and then these countries retaliating back with tariffs. At least like the top countries we be trading with. So I ain't gonna lie, bro. This shit looking crazy right now.
Fact.
We all know like there are technicals. We know that we technical first, but we can't ignore like the fundamentals of like our economy. Not so I don't
I
really.
don't want to hear nothing. I don't want
I
to hear
know you was
nothing.
gonna say that
Don't
too.
even do it right now.
I
Don't
know
even
you was
say
gonna
nothing
say
right now.
that. I know you was gonna say that, but it's just facts. Like I don't care about no like Tesla day earning reports. That I don't really care about. But like this shit going on right now, it's like part of me just want to sit back and watch, and then part of me want to like get in there. But I'm telling y'all, I'm saying all that to say this right now. Y'all better be on top of your goddamn emotions, and your risk management. I don't care what else you do. I don't care if you trade a fucking model. I don't care if you do I don't care what you do. Your emotions and your discipline got to be on point, because this shit that's going on in the world right now, crazy, and the market is definitely, we definitely feeling it. So especially when like looking at the indices where we at right now, like hold on, let me share my screen. All right, we good. Y'all can see my screen, right? If y'all can't, just say something. But come on, we're gonna go straight to the Nasdaq. Now I ain't gonna hold y'all. Nas not gonna be my primary. Like I'm getting, it's uncomfortable as shit, but I know the skill set there. But this not finna be the first thing I'm looking at, primarily because we sit in this fucking range. Like between this up daily. I'm gonna go through like the charts real quick and shit like that, and then I'm gonna go through like some of y'all trades and stuff. So this little weekly area that keep getting respected right here, we keep getting this reaction. Like this reaction off of this is crazy. Let me just zoom in some more. So this is our favorite pair, and we're not even finna sit on this class and talk about like what it should be doing, what it's not doing. We already know what's going on. I ain't finna do that no more. We did that all the week. But this is why I'm saying the Nasdaq especially, because with the implementation of like AI shit and all these tech companies and stuff, like we seeing a lot of like power control, and I don't want to say fear in the market, but like we just seeing a lot of shit going on, and it makes sense why all these wicks is looking like this. So this is a weekly candle, so you can only like this is a lot of pushing down, then a lot of pushing up just to still close bearish. Like that's a lot of indecisiveness for the week. And we already know when we trading a candle like this versus one like this, where we just going up for the week, every day is just trending up. We just waiting on the market to open up, dip down, and then go higher like every day for the whole week. This is a lot easier to trade than something like this, because within this week, one day we going down crazy, and then the next day we going up crazy, and then the next week we going down crazy. So let's just go on a daily chart, and you can see, look, big down move, little up move, doji. So you can see like how hard that is to trade on our entry time frames, and like our intraday time frames. And it makes sense when you think about everything that's going on in the world right now, the uncertainty, all that shit. Like everybody uncertain in the market is, you can see a clear representation of that. So I'll still be looking at Nas for sure, but how I kind of see it is if Nas look good, that means YM and ES got to look great. That's how I look at it, because like Nas has consistently been the worst out of the three. We all know that
Facts.
we like Nas, like we love it. But we know the way the majority of us trade is based off a narrative, right? Because this is another thing I want to talk about too. So you have narrative, and then you have a model. Both are okay because you at least have a reason for taking your trade, and you can improve. Like at this point, I don't care what model you trade. I just want you to have a reason for taking your trade. So when you got price action like this, it make it like hard, because on one day the narrative is down, and the next day the narrative is up, and then the next day the narrative is confusing. So that's why I would just want y'all to be careful with your risk. And even if you have a set model that you rinse and repeating every day, which will make your life easier, you still got to be careful with your risk because you can see the perfect influences in one of these type of candles, and your A plus setup can still get smoked. So you can't like don't get mad at the market because we know like it's like I'm trying to think of a good analogy because like we know what this is capable of doing. All the indices, not even just Nasdaq. So when it's not doing that, that's clearly out of our control. So we can't, and this is so much easier said than done. But we can't be mad about it and then take our anger out on it and then try to like get revenge. Like it's one thing to revenge trade and like because you want to win your money back. It's another thing that people don't even talk about to revenge trade because you think about how it did you, like how much money you done lost on in the past. Like people be messaging me like this amount in the hole, like I'm gonna get it back, like it's gonna give it back. I'm like, you just gotta let that shit go and just build from where you at right now. Because if you thinking about 20-30,000 that you done lost and you trying to force it in these conditions, whew, I'm trying to tell you it's not sweet like that. It's tough. So that's why I would just tell people like really, I try to always look at the positive in everything. Some people be hating that shit because like they just be wanting me to be mad. But I try to look at the lesson in everything. And the lesson for me, especially for last year, is really like how important a system is, how important your risk management is and your discipline and just like the control of your emotions. Because I know like, look at this, bro. 1, 2, 3, like 3 days in a row is just of confusion. That's tough. And like these, I'm interested to see how the market gonna open today. Because with that tariff shit that Trump just announced, that shit was supposed to be like a flex, like a bluff. Like how he was playing poker, that shit's supposed to be a bluff. And the other countries like, fuck that bluff, we retaliate and with tariffs of our own. So I'm very curious to see how these markets is going to open. I want to see what's going to happen this week. I ain't going to lie. I hope we get some good opportunities, but I ain't going to be forcing shit. I just opened a chat for the first time. Yeah, he tried to buffer on his own allies. Yeah. I mean, he has been saying it, but like, I didn't think he was gonna actually do the shit. You know what I'm saying? We didn't think it would happen like that fucking fast. Yeah, they. So it's crazy. Like this look crazy to me right now. I ain't gonna lie. I already don't like trading in between zones because the ranges are smaller. I would prefer to trade like up here to there and from here like down versus like in the middle. So this right here, Nasdaq, I would just tell y'all be very careful with it. Cause like this look on this time frame on the weekly, it could look bullish, right? Because it's holding like a couple little bullish PD arrays. We getting wick rejections. Like I see this on a 1 minute before my entry. I'm the house on it. I'm buying like a motherfucker. All this bullish pressure. But on this time frame, we got it respecting this, and we got this LR right here, right? And then we got the swing lows down here back into the weekly order block. So it looked bearish on this time frame. So it makes sense because don't nobody know what the fuck going on with it. So that's all I'm gonna say about Nas. If y'all trade it, then just be careful. Let me go to the counter part. ES where it's at. So y'all took all this shit off my and put it back, and now my shit all unorganized. This shit look crazy to me. Look at this. This the daily. See this weekly order block. It looked like it could flip and go for all-time highs, but we just gotta see, bro. This shit tough. I ain't gonna lie. I need some more information. Shock and also, you know it. See, Andrea know it. She know it, bro. Like something finna happen, bro. Something finna happen where it's gonna get this shit out of this range. That look at this, bro. We just been bouncing in this like for so long, bro. For like the last 2 quarters, just kind of in this same little range down. I would say maybe like here. Really, it was trending off of this until we got to like right here. So like yeah, December and shit. We like in this little pocket. Something got to get it up out of here. I don't know what it's gonna be, but something. You know, y'all already know the wave. If you've been in the group long enough, we can see on the market where something gonna happen. It's a tight range forever, and then something magically get announced, and then something boosh or give us some type of structure. Hopefully it's not nothing too crazy though. But so Let me just go. And if y'all notice when I'm looking at these charts during class, y'all notice how I really don't be going into like a 15-minute or a 5-minute unless we talking about a trade or something. It's because the trade should come off of these higher time frames. So when I say like price didn't do shit this week, people gonna be like, oh, but I won 10 trades. It was moving. No, look at this. This is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. It didn't go anywhere. It just went in a range sideways, like lows, highs. It didn't do shit. Yes, it made candles, and you was able to trade off of it, but it didn't do shit. When I see this, okay, price did shit this week. Like, look at this shit. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, like, yeah, it did shit. It was going places. Like, open up. All it do is just open up, PO3 higher. Open up, down, flip, PO3 higher. I'm right there every time. My entry's right here. My entry's right here, right there. And then I'm just riding all the way up but to the top. No diddy. But yeah, it didn't do shit is what I'm saying. So this makes it harder to trade when you don't have a real direction each day. Let me just look at the 4-hour real quick. Oof. So it filled this pretty nicely. Look at that. Filled that perfectly. Gave you a little wick, do the damage, run up in there. That was nice. And then, boom. You got to be locked in to trade in these little ass pockets like this. I ain't going to lie. Because on the 4-hour, the move like made sense. But now it's like, where we at now? Because like, god damn, look at this shit. That's a tricky part. Look at the respect on that halfway point right there. If it closed below that halfway point, I'm going down there probably. I need to close below this halfway point first though, because this shit can do this like how I did this. That's why I said, y'all see the difference why I said I need to close. I need this bitch to close below it. This ain't good enough. I don't need it to tap it. I need it to close below it because it can go all the way down here and flip up and make this crazy ass run. So we're going to have to see what it's going to do. Honestly, it might be a crash brewing. I ain't going to hold you. It really might be a crash brewing. This all-time high might sit up here for a minute and we might. That shit will get spooky. These are bullish instruments. That will get spooky, but we'll see. All right, let's look at YM. He's doing more in 2 weeks in the present. Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to like say, Vic. Trump doing so much right now with the economy, with the tariffs, and just everything, and trying to eliminate taxes that the market. I can see why they got it looking like this. I don't know the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, but it's so much going on that I kind of want to chill. But I can't not trade. I mean, I could not trade and just, like, go live life, but I don't want to do that. Like, I want to be in the mix so I can know what the fuck is going on. Knots, what the fuck is that? But it's a lot going on, so just be careful. We still gonna show up. We're gonna go through the shit together, whatever. But just be careful, because like all this shit is very confusing right now. I'm not gonna lie. The charts is confusing. That's one thing, because you can't tell if it's bullish or bearish. At least I can't. If y'all can, let me know. I'll look at it from y'all angle. But it's a lot of uncertainty on the charts and in the news. It's a nice little breaker right here too. Up, down, but it's like broke through it, but it could still respect it. Weird ass shit. I hate when it do that. Now it's good still. This could easily still just everything could just flip up and go higher for sure. I'm just saying, like, what I'm basically saying is, like, don't marry your bias this week. Until this shit start trending again, don't marry your bias, because this move that we just got like last week, that could just be a healthy pullback to go, to spring up, but just be careful. I really need to see what Monday do. I don't trade Mondays really. Man, we ain't look at the news yet. Let me. Monday we have red folder news. Fuck. Oh yes, NFP week, ain't it? Yeah, shit. Okay. I might have to trade tomorrow then. Fuck. That changes everything. And then Tuesday we got job openings at 10 a.m. Wednesday. All right, y'all. Y'all know what time it is. Y'all definitely better strap up. Then it's NFP week. NFP week is not for the week, so it might be a Monday through Wednesday type of thing. Damn, I got therapy tomorrow. Fuck. That's tough. All right. So y'all know the protocol with NFP. Highest probability days in the beginning of the week. The day before is probably the most dangerous, and then the Friday after NFP is usually pretty good. So NFP might be the thing that break it out the range. We will see. So obviously still a 4-hour market maker buy model. Equal highs up here, original consolidation up top. But price do be pulling back to premiums and discounts. So just a quick lesson on premium and discount. You got this premium and discount up here, like high, low, and then you can find little pockets of premium and discount. So that's why when people be saying like, why are you buying? We say on my chart, what? And your chart completed the market maker model on what time frame? Looks different from yours. What? It's because you don't have adjust for contract changes on, buddy. Turn your BIJ on. What the fuck? It's just crazy. All right, let me look at EU. Actually, let me look at Dixie first. I'm definitely looking at forex this week. I'm telling y'all that right now, and I'm still probably gonna try a forex broker soon. Because futures, as official as futures is, it do be pissing me off in terms of like the trade management and the risk management. Because like, especially like when the markets are trending on higher time frames, scaling into a trade is so fun because you can just add in positions as it pulls back in your favor and it's just smoothly flowing to the TP. But when it's choppy like it is now and you try to scale in positions, a pullback will put your whole trade in the drawdown and be nowhere near break even. So I don't like that. That shit started to piss me off. I miss like on forex where I could just take off the last added position if it pulls back and leave my original position and let it run. I miss that shit. I ain't gonna lie. But forex be kind of sketchy sometimes. All right, so let's look at the Dixie real quick on a weekly chart. What time is it? We still doing great on time. All right, so price just pulled back from the halfway point to this order block that I had marked and then respected it so beautifully on Dixie. I ain't gonna lie, I wish I could trade Dixie. Maybe I can on forex, but I wish I could trade this shit. Hold on, cuz. Everybody, you got so much background noise.
Oh, my bad.
You good. So yeah, this went right to the weekly order block. Let's go to lower time frames. Not lower, but daily fair value gap right there being respected. Boom, that's your weekly order block. Weekly fair value gap. It's kind of stuck between this area right here and this area down here. So typical to be stuck between two PD arrays before something like NFP approaching. Very typical. So be cautious with your risk on everything, obviously. order block here. Fill was this 4 hour order block gap filled. This looks like it's going to go back into. Why does it say 4 hour volume imbalance? I don't know why it says this, but or is it? Yeah, so I would think this would probably come back up here. So we might see a little retracement on forex pairs. Everything is in a very sticky spot right now. I'm not gonna lie. That's why I'm like not pressed. I'm pressed to look at the charts, but I'm not pressed to actually press the button. Cause look at EU real quick. Hold on. So this was my original draw up here. Off of, let me actually zoom out more to the weekly. So ran the low, tapped in the gap, was going back up, right? Tapped in a little order block right there, and then started reversing. So EU could be on his way back down here, but you go to the daily, and EU gets in a very sticky situation. So you got this.
I mean, we're doing a breakaway on the 4 hour as well.
Of course. But look, this is why I'm saying it's a sticky situation. Because on the daily, before we get to the 4 hour, this is the important part. This swing high ran this one. That's your high. This swing low ran that one. That's your swing low. So this is your dealing range. Price goes up, down, back up to an OTE right here. Y'all see this 7.5 right here. That's the OTE for this move.
In order block as well.
Boom.
Really.
And then you got from this swing low to this swing high, right? You got it at the 50% mark right here. So it's in a very, I can't do anything when it's right there in that type
Wouldn't
of
it be
situation.
better to wait for the 4 hour gap, bullish gap to get closed, and it would be like 100% sure in the direction? That's what I would wait for anyways.
Yes. It would be best for it to get away from wherever the fuck it's at right now, for sure. So yeah, the confirmation for that would be that 4 hour gap right there that we'll see when we go down one time frame. It would be probably this getting ran out or this getting respected. So let's go to 4 hour.
You can just trade the pair you want. And
I trade EU exactly like I trade NOT.
Thank you.
Exactly like I trade ES. Exactly like I
So
want. There's no
it doesn't
difference.
matter, bro.
Thank
As long as
you.
the price moving, man.
Thank you. You don't have to.
There's no special treatment. There's nothing.
Thank you, Knots. It's the same shit.
SMC is the same. MS is the same. Breakaways are the same. It's
Yeah,
the same shit.
it's no difference. It just might be a little bit. The volume might be a little different. It might move a little faster. It might move a little slower. That's all. But the way Nas been trading all year, y'all should be completely fine with EU. Trust me. Nas moves slower than EU on most days, so it's the same shit. Nas just choppy.
The only thing with EU is just because he's consolidating our entry, you might think he's going to stop you out. Just don't be a pussy and just hold, bro.
Again,
that's like everything.
I was about to say again, same exact thing Nas has done every single day. It's literally no different. Only difference is y'all can trade the 850 macro on forex. Easy. When y'all see Gravity or Knots or Air, anybody post their charts on Nas, they model is the exact same as it would, or not on Nas, on EU. They model is the exact same. You see me take a trade on EU, you see JMO take the trade on EU. It's the same. It's the exact same. So don't feel like because you switch into a different pair, like you don't like your edge doesn't work. Your edge still works. Is your sound coming through? Yeah, you're just not saying that now. Shitty markets are shitty markets. That is a fact.
Like just like it was as beginning of January, and Nas was good. Now it's like Nas as you somewhat decent, but either way, it doesn't really matter as long as they fine.
Yeah, facts.
Every time I give EU a chance, you just mess me over, bro.
How many chances you give it?
Maybe like 10.
It's not enough to give you good data. That's a week. I mean, what? That's 2 weeks maybe. Let's say you took a trade a day, and we all know nobody just takes one trade a day. So that's probably like a week a week's worth of data out of your whole career trading EU. But I feel you, because sometimes it'd be like for instance, like when I was like, I'm switching to YM, and then I ended up being on the 2 out of 30 days that it consolidated, and I was like, fuck this pair. But it's like, it's unrealistic. Like, from a higher time frame perspective, EU has been better. Gold has been better than gold is has been the best pair for the last year. Like, for the whole year, week by week, that shit just made bullish candle up, open up, go down, power 3 up, like easy. But I was looking at Nas. So for EU, I think this is going here easily. That, and then from there, I don't know what it's gonna do from there. I ain't gonna hold you. It could come down here. It can go sell side, but for sure going there, I would say. Order block here, like this IRL to ERL shit. Nas just got us in this comfortable ass place over the last like half a decade of our life, and this feels like uncomfortable to look at something else until you look at something else and you win way easier. Then you're like, what the fuck? And Gravity said, what you think, Knots? Like y'all some fucking EU specialists or something. Fuck out.
I mean,
that shit was hilarious, bro. I'm not, bro. That shit was funny though. That man just cut me off to say, what you think, Knots? Knots ain't said shit all day. Like, I mean, we the EU specialists. We the one who had a decent couple days on it, so I could have sworn Knots just took a banger on ES and YM on Friday too. That's so funny.
Friday or Thursday.
It's so funny. Gravity is so funny. I love that kid.
Yeah, EU's going down. EU's going to take that January
for sure
21.
For sure.
But like, the reason why I asked him that, because when y'all be trading now, I've been in the chat be like, yo, what you doing? So I'm doing the same thing.
Yeah, no, I feel you for sure. For sure, because this why for one, I think a big crash is brewing anyway. And when I seen this, like how it came down perfect to the key level that we marked up last week, and then it responded perfectly, I'm like, oh yeah, EU finna take a little nosedive.
When did you get into, instead of like using like boxes, using just like a line to identify order blocks and stuff like that? When and why?
It's just cleaner, and probably, I don't know, a year ago, 6 months ago, a long time ago. I don't like using boxes for like, or it remind me too much of supply and demand. And the most important part of an order block is the body of it. So it ain't like people be marking the whole thing out with the box and shit, and it ain't the same. I don't know. Let me see if I can find a good one.
I thought the most important part was the consequent encroachment.
That is important too, but the most important part is the body of an order block, like this. The body right there. The body, like where it opens, that's what the most important part of it. Consequent encroachment is important for telling you order flow, like if it's gonna run it out or not. But it gotta close. Like if this was a close above consequent encroachment, I would think this is going higher. But if it just wicked then yeah. But boxes make your chart too clunky. I don't like having all that on my chart. Gold. Andrea said, let them trade Nas. No, these are your friends. You are supposed to care about their well-being. Do not let them trade Nas. I mean, people, if you was in a group for the last week, you get it at this point. Like, you commit to Nas if you want to. I can't even help you at this point. Like, I already told you what I told you from my perspective, the facts. So if you want to still chase Nas every day because you scared to move outside your comfort zone, that is on you, sir or ma'am. I'll be here to console you either way it goes. I'm not going to say I told you so. I'm not going to do that. But at this point, like, this is half the battle right here. This is half the battle. Like, it don't matter how good you are at trading if you trading a pair that don't move. Like, not if you want to make money. You can be very good at trading a pair of don't moves if you don't trade, but at the same time, you will not make money. Ain't no way I touch Nas until it proves to me it want to be consistent. It's facts. It's like, yeah, I mean, you'll probably still touch it a little bit, but it ain't nothing to commit to. Because if that's your only hope and it's every day for you, every day you showing up and that's your only hope, bruh, it's going to be, you're not going to make no money. It's going to be painful for you. You either going to blow accounts and lose money, or you're not going to make money. Which is, if you're okay with not making money, then go for it. You will strengthen your skill of not trading and not over trading. But for me, one monkey don't stop no show. We got to keep this show on the road, baby. Yeah, bills got to be paid. Gold is nice, but honestly, where it's at right now is tough. We missed the fucking train. We had this shit marked up all the way down here, and we just been watching it for 2 months be nice without us. We watched this whole move happen where it consolidated, reversed, and went to these. We watched all of this happen, called it week by week. Didn't trade any of it because we spent time trading Nas. This went down here into this gap, run these lows so perfectly, and then this is what Nas used to do on a weekly chart and daily and monthly, yearly, all that. It used to just do this: trend up, order flow, trend up, order flow. You see these? Here, J-Bow, you see these? 2 consecutive down close candles. It goes on a body right there. This doing this right here. This was that's doing too much for me. I mean, you could do that, I guess, because it give you like the CE of it, but you just gotta do it on the bodies. It's just weird. It's not. It's doing too much. It's better to just do this line because then you can see the trampoline effect so clearly. This is just beautiful order flow. You see the body here. Hold on, come on. You see the body right there. Boom. Wick on it. Look at that. Boom. Body right there. Look at that. You see how perfect that is right there? This one. That's why you do the bodies, and that's why I do the line. Because look how perfect that is right there.
Yeah, that's clean.
But yeah, Nas used to do this. This used to be weekly candles, and Nas would just do this and trend up, and it would be easy. But now it's not. Nas is doing this for majority of the year, so you can see the difference in how hard it would be to trade that. But now that this model has been complete right here on this daily chart, I think this is our all-time high. I don't know what the fuck gold is about to do. I'm not gonna lie. On a weekly, it looked like it's gonna keep blasting for sure. So,
Be unique at this herping.
yeah, I don't want to trade gold, but now it got to form more structure now. So that's what I'm saying. Like, I'm kind of just like fucked in a way because nothing is really decisive higher time frame wise. Like, I can go on lower time frames, yeah, and just scalp. But this is the thing I'll be trying to get y'all. Like, if y'all trade a model, you'll be able to build a business out of trading. Because I know y'all want to quit y'all jobs and stuff like that. It's very hard in today's time to only use narrative to like depend on. Like, everything is based off a narrative because you need to have a reason for why you win your trade. But in order to scale and make this a system and take your emotions out of it, you gotta trade the same system. If you're only trading narrative, of course, it's better than trading something like supply and demand, but it's just like levels to it. Like, it's going to help you because the narrative can change every single day. And if you only trading on narrative, then it's like, it's hard to do the same thing every day. It's hard for this to become consistent. Not consistent. It's not hard for it to become consistent because I don't want people to confuse what I'm saying. Like, it needs to be muscle memory to be able to build a narrative when you're trading every day, like a reason for why you're trading. But if you have an actual system that you use that connects with the reason for taking your trade, it makes the execution muscle memory. So you don't hesitate to get in trades. You know where you're getting out of them. You know what's high probability, what's not. You don't trip when you lose a trade because you know you're just going to do the same thing the next day and it's probably going to win. When you just taking narrative trades every day, you'll still have success for sure, but you want to take it to that next level to where you can build a business out of trading. So that's why you got to build a model out of your edge. Fuck gold. Damn it. You can go on lower time frames and try to scalp shit, but I don't know, bro. That's a little bit more stressful than just it like takes away from the probabilities. But this definitely happened. Time at 12:54. All right, let me go through some of y'all trades for the week. All right, so I'm gonna post up some biases and shit since I may possibly trade tomorrow because of the red folder. So I will post some weekly bias in the section, weekly bias here. I'm not gonna just post the charts no more since these are premium members on this call. I'm gonna be posting exactly like what I'm looking for, so you don't. I mean, I would like y'all to look at these charts and like see the key levels and then figure out your way from key level to key level, like execution wise. But I'm gonna be telling you, just for the people who don't like know what they're looking at, what I'm thinking about in the weekly bias section. Let's look at oil real quick.
I know what I'd be doing. I mean, that is what I'd be doing.
Yeah, looking in there. Yeah.
But like a lot of times, like I already mark up stuff before you drop it.
Yeah.
Kind of look at yours to see like where we're in confluence.
Yeah.
Usually, like we're looking at the same stuff already.
That's smart for sure. And then too, like when you do that, if you say like you see a key level that I have marked that you don't have marked, or vice versa, because I know people have been like, well, what about this key level back here? Ask me that too, because I'll explain to you like where I'm coming from, or maybe I might even miss something that you saw, and then you know what I'm saying. So if that confuses you, to ask me. Okay, oil. What we doing? Oil look alright, don't it? That's all I be wanting, honestly, bro. I just want something that trends. Like, just give me something that trends and we're good. Like, although these candles ain't having the biggest ranges,